I got it muted, so I'm doing a commercial right now. So.
Probably. Cause there's something about your girl that makes the whole. Oh shit, we live. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to episode 3. 1, 2, 3 of GMS
put
Podcast.
some respect on my name when you say Trey.
Put some respect on his name. Put some respect on his name. Can somebody do an audio check for me? Make sure we sound good.
I don't know if the audio is.
Anybody out there viewing? Let us know if you can hear us good.
The audio's kind of low on Twitch.
It's low. What I need to do?
It's kind of low on Twitch. I'm listening to it.
Hold on. Let me check.
I just unmuted it.
Let me check Twitch. Let me mute myself.
I just unmuted it. But it might just because I got multiple screens open. I don't know. Sometimes it does that.
Yeah, your volume probably ass, nigga.
That's facts. Carry on.
We're gonna go with that.
Carry on.
Yeah,
talk to us in the chat if. Okay. Cool. I got both my chat
Why do
windows
I
up.
sound trash though? Oh, never mind. I'ma just roll with it. If I need to get closer to the mic, I get closer to the mic. Let me just. If I hurt your ears, my bad. I'm just checking to make sure I got sound coming to this motherfucker, man. All right.
You sound better like that, actually.
Huh?
Sounds better like that.
Well, when I put it up to my mouth. Hey, you know,
saying.
I've been thinking about getting a new mic. I done had this mic for about 4 years now. This my blue snowball, baby. We've been through it all, man.
Okay, there you go.
But welcome in to episode 3. We got a lot to talk about. A lot done happened. We got Officer Dan up top. Got the officer shades on. A lot's done happened in the sports verse. Today is gonna be a day where we leave. Oh my God, how my brother calling me? We leave social topics out, and we strictly talking sports today. So we're gonna start with the breaking news that everybody want to talk about of Mr. DeAndre Hopkins being suspended for 6 games for PEDs. I'm gonna let y'all kick this one off. I'm gonna let Justin start so I can take this phone call real quick while you're talking.
What?
And I'm gonna be listening too.
I think Justin's taking a phone call too, ain't you, Justin?
No, definitely not.
Oh, I thought he was. Okay.
Okay. So let me start by saying this. Professional athletes, you know, their body goes through a lot of wear and tear. So, I mean, like you got training, which is brutal enough. Then you play in these very long games. You have very long seasons as well. And speaking of training, you know, you're not only working on your skills, but you're in a weight room. And that's like even more wear and tear on your body. And this goes on for years and years. Like the average person, we don't understand what these professional athletes go through as far as like wear and tear on your body and everything. So it doesn't surprise me that a professional athlete uses PEDs because their body just goes through so much. And I'm surprised they haven't caught more people, you know. So, you know, I'm taking it easy on them right now because, you know, we got to understand, you know, what their bodies are going through, you know. So that's just my take on it. Is it right? Of course not. And he deserves the 6 game suspension. So, but that's just my take on it.
And then he was coming off of an injury, so maybe that might be the reason why he tried to do that too, to just kind of come back quicker.
Exactly.
So you never know what's going on mentally with them and their
So we just
mindset. But
accepting that nigga was on steroids?
well, no. I'm just no. I'm just saying though, these players got to know that they're getting looked at, especially when you're coming off an injury, because usually that's when they catch people coming off an injury, and they're like, hey, we're gonna check this guy out because he was just, I wonder did they drug test Adrian AP after he came back from?
Tested.
See, but he's just a different breed.
He's different.
Yeah, that's facts.
So he just, not everybody can do that, and they just trying to, I don't know if it's saying the easy way out because they spent their whole life, working up to this point, and it's not easy. Nothing's easy about it.
Right.
But they got to know that, they're being looked at, and they're under the microscope, and you take chances when you do something like that. When you take these PEDs, I mean, 6 games, it could be a lot worse.
Definitely.
So,
Why not?
six,
Why not just say, "Damn, I'm not ready."
Exactly.
Why not just say, "Hey, let me sit out 6 games and get paid, rather than be suspended, have a majority of my accolades like tarnished?" Because now niggas gonna be like, "Oh, was he always on drugs? Did he always take performance-enhancing drugs?" And
Yeah.
like why?
then he's going to be like, he'll never be able to go to the Hall of Fame.
Facts. That chance is out the window.
Wow, that's big though.
Who you know that tested positive for PEDs in the NFL? And
Anywhere.
Well, the
Baseball.
question is, who don't we know? Because there's a lot of people who probably took them, but we may not know about it.
okay,
That's true.
but I'm
That's
strictly speaking and has tested positive in the NFL.
Right,
Typically-
exactly. You're right.
Typically, in most instances, when it comes to that, a lot of the times when people come up testing positive for these things, like their career just go nowhere after that, which is tough. I know it's not gonna
Definitely.
happen with him because he is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, if not the
Definitely.
best.
Yeah, top 3, easy.
But people going to be taking shots at him. Oh, you wouldn't be top if he wasn't,
And then it really comes into effect of one of the answer, was he always on them?
But we'll find out because
Doubt it.
okay,
I doubt it.
if he continues his high performance, because they're going to be checking him even more often. They're going
Uh-huh.
he's going to be looked at even more frequently. So he's just got to be ready for that. That's the consequences of it. He's going to have to take all the jokes and everything, and
Right.
he's going to have to block all that out and just continue to perform at a high level.
Exactly. And like to what Darrell was saying, like I wasn't giving him a pass or anything, but I'm saying, I somewhat understand like why he did it, And the thing with AP, yeah, he's a different breed, but like he's one out of how many? You know what I'm saying?
What you mean by one out of how many? You talking about that came back real fast?
Yeah, came back from an injury and then like had his best season ever,
Yeah, 2,000 yards in the NFL too.
And that could have ended his season like for sure, that injury. So
Oh yeah.
ended his
in,
career.
Yeah, he came back in 6 or 7 months. It was.
It's crazy.
I don't.
And came back and broke records.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Came back after he was broken to break records.
But yeah, like he's one out of how many people who's ever done that in the history of sports, period, So
I don't remember
So,
nobody in the NFL ever coming back that fast from that.
Right.
That was
not just coming back, but doing what he did,
Yeah, I feel that. There's not too many.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like that alone, that year, right there in its own, put Adrian Peterson in that Hall of Fame for me.
Yeah, for real.
You know what put him in the Hall of Fame for me? When he beat his kid. I'm like, hey, good for you. Straight them kids, man. You gotta whoop them. Look, because if we don't whoop them, the police will.
That's fact.
And they'll do something even worse to him.
I'll just say it.
For real.
Hey, his kid gonna be okay.
Definitely.
He'll be smooth.
Yeah, why your face look like that? He's like,
no, I can't argue with it. Shit, you know, I can't even say our generation because, well, man, them ass whoopings were good for motherfuckers back when you was young, Saint. You know, y'all needed them.
Oh, for sure.
And that turned on to some great individuals.
Man, we had to go outside and pick our own switch. Like,
yeah.
You shouldn't be putting that on the airways, especially if mama watching.
Nah, my mama ain't watching yet. But see, they usually pick your own switch, and you better not pick the smallest one.
The smallest one's the one that hurt the most, though.
Nah, man, because we knew better.
So you got the thickest one was the one to go with.
I got one so big she couldn't even pick it up.
That's fact.
He said, hit me with that motherfucker, mama. Man, but that's just a wild story, man, because I would never have expected DeAndre Hopkins out of everybody in the NFL to get caught testing.
He looks so natural too. He looks so natural.
Yeah.
So
like
you never would have thought that.
But how would you know?
Exactly. You wouldn't.
Because I feel like there's so many different types of PEDs. Like when people hear PEDs, they instantly think steroids.
Yeah,
and they
exactly.
think that a motherfucker's supposed to be swole as hell, just taking steroids, lifting 600 pounds at a time and shit. Like that's not all performance enhancing drugs ain't steroids that get you looking like you fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like
exactly.
There's a lot. Yo, D, what's going on, brother?
Tell us what other ones do they have? Because I don't know.
Actually, I do know some. Carter Ryan is one, and forgive me if I said it wrong, but it actually helps with your endurance, and they have other ones that help with healing and strength as well. They're not anything hard, and anybody could get their hands on some of these. So, but some are not so easy and more expensive.
So
So
these enhancement drugs, do some of these give these guys more testosterone or?
No, I think testosterone is a little different.
Okay, because I mean, would they like since of course we all produce testosterone, but I'm saying, and then of course as you get older, and these athletes can they get in trouble for that? I mean, because I have another question leading up to this. I'm just curious.
Okay.
What you mean by that? Can they?
I'm just wondering. As a guy, can you get in trouble for taking testosterone that gives you higher testosterone when your testosterone starts to drop? I'm saying say like in baseball, you know, these guys play for a long time.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like they'll be damn near 50.
No. You don't even have to explain. I actually know what you mean. Like the answer to that is like they're different, you know, kinds of testosterones and different levels, you know, for what they'll do. Of course, some are more expensive and a little harder to get. But as far as the rules for the NBA and NFL, I don't know if testosterone is, you know, banned, you know, or if they're not supposed to take it at all. I'm sure like the one at GNC that everybody has access to. I mean, they should be able to take those.
You can buy PEDs at GMC?
No, we're talking about testosterone, not PEDs.
What a dude got to take more testosterone for?
No. So my next question.
He was asking a question.
No, so my follow-up question after that, and you got a special guest behind you. That might be your brother.
Are you hear him, man?
We can see him.
You can barely see him, man.
Right.
He answered right now, man.
No, so my follow-up question is,
yeah, you see that ghost behind me?
We don't have to go too far off topic. and we don't have to go too crazy.
No, it's good to talk about it.
But
Definitely.
how
All
do
right.
they let certain people race against full-blown women
Oh.
in sports? Full-blown? No.
Oh
I'm
my
just curious because isn't that an advantage?
You exactly.
So that's why I was asking about the testosterone because I was like, because okay, it makes sense because men already get that. But I'm saying, but
Wow, that's a good point you made, bro. Like whenever I look on YouTube or the news and I see like transgender woman smokes,
boxers,
the other one exactly,
boxing,
and they just blow them out
racing,
the water.
And I'm like, that's not fair, bro. I'm like, I feel so bad for. I'm like, that's not even fair. They should, if seriously, to make it fair. I mean, maybe they just have where they just compete against
Each other.
Right, because they got all women, they got men, and then they got the transgenders that they just race against themselves. And then you'd be like, okay, now it's fair,
Well, then that wouldn't be no fun, would it?
Right.
If you can't just blow everybody out.
I don't know. I was just look. So that was my whole thing. That's what I was asking. But
hey, I got no comment on that.
Yo,
I know you
that's
don't.
a good point. Yo, I was thinking that. I think that all the time whenever I see that stuff, But that's a good point that you brought up.
Yeah, for me, it's not fair, but hey,
it's not.
It is what it is,
But ain't this what everybody's asking for? All this equality and all that stuff. Maybe they should be careful what they wish for.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is true. That's true too. Because I don't know. I remember seeing Dave Chappelle saying, "What if LeBron identified as a woman?"
Oh my God!
They said he would score 800 points a game.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh my goodness, not even fair.
Yeah. But all right,
probably have 100 assists too. They'll be quadruple teaming him. He just go find an open player.
They'll be like, LeBron is the oldest person to score 300 points in a game at the age of 63.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, shit. I ain't got nothing to
right.
on that one.
I already know.
We can go to the next topic. You didn't. Oh wait, no, you still got to. I don't know. Did you already talk?
Yeah, he said his take on it
about the DeAndre Hopkins situation.
Yeah.
Man, niggas cheat every day, B. That.
So is that a pass?
No, he don't get a pass for
Definitely
me because he got caught.
Yeah.
Well, you only get a pass if you don't get caught.
Right.
How do I know you took it if I don't know you took it?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this, man. There are a lot of players right now taking something that we don't know about. So
right,
that's fine.
But it's the entertainment industry. They're just there to entertain us.
I'm sure LeBron back when he was big as hell in Cleveland, and then out of nowhere he went from big as hell to skinny as fuck. I'm sure back in them days in Cleveland, he was taking something.
He was still dominant.
You don't see how LeBron. You don't see somebody go from the size LeBron was in Cleveland to this super slim down LeBron out of nowhere. That's just me. I feel like LeBron was beefed up on something, and then all the steroid, blah blah blah, and the paparazzi this and that, all that stuff came out, and then LeBron said, "Fuck that, I'm gonna go the all natural route." Because you look at LeBron when he was in the league, when he first came in, his first few years, to how swole he was, to now this slim down LeBron. I don't wanna cast no negative light on the guy's career, but LeBron was swole as hell back then, and he slimmed down like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Did it when he slimmed down? Was his game the same?
No, because
was he the same LeBron?
Where that chase down Brown at? Where that chase down Brown at?
Oh, you talking about now because he slimmed?
Yeah. After
he wasn't
playing defense the same. He wasn't dunking on people the same.
So those PEDs weren't helping him.
How weren't
Because
they?
if he was big,
How weren't they? You saw.
or you saying he took the PEDs? That's when he became slim.
Yeah,
I'm just.
he slimmed down after he stopped. I think because LeBron was big as hell when he was in Cleveland his first few years, and he was big.
Okay, so that's the point. So it does. So do these drugs really help them, or maybe he just was? I don't know. Like, what was the point of it?
I myself, I liked the version of LeBron before he got super slim. Like,
you know what? He probably had to stop because he knew that continue would be abuse to his body. He knew that his body would start to break down of using these drugs for so long. So he just stopped. That's why he's still in the league right now. 20 years?
I somewhat also think that he probably didn't do it. It's just me thinking because I've never, like LeBron was big as hell when he was younger. He probably just said, hey, I just need to make sure that I preserve my body.
Right. And that's what Zion needs. Zion needs to take a note out of his page out of his notebook and do the same thing.
Zion just got to put the jambalaya down. That's all he got to do.
And the po' boys. And the gumbo, and not just the jambalaya. Man, all that stuff.
But shit, picture you living out there. Would you? Shit, I'd have that shit in my hand all the time too.
Nah, bro, that's not an excuse. It is true. Like you just can't do that. I got family members out there. I mean, my sister, well, I don't know how she be eating all that stuff and she don't ever gain no weight. She a different breed. But anyway, yeah, no, you gotta watch what you eat. You really do. You gotta be careful. You gotta have limitations. But.
Yeah, I still do think that he probably did take something back then because he was swole as fuck though. That's just me.
Yeah, you might be right. Brother.
Yeah, it's possible.
That's
just
me. Like,
I mean, was he doing the what you call it, like the transfusions and the like what Kobe does and stuff like that? I mean, is that cheating? Going to Germany, is that cheating?
No, that's not cheating because Kobe body, when you see him from when he was a rookie to when he
look the same.
The exact same. That's just like Jordan. The exact same.
Just like Kevin Durant. I bet Kevin Durant ain't never been tested for drugs.
Yeah, there's no reason to. That's a waste of a test. We gonna save this test money, bro. Like we're not about to waste.
Be real. Mike actually he got a lot more muscular. Yeah,
but he showed in that documentary why he got bigger though.
Started doing
what if LeBron shows a documentary?
But it wasn't that drastic. It wasn't that drastic. It's like how Steph Curry's has put on muscle. He still got the same build, but it's more muscle because you're taking all these hits.
But this is also the thing where I can throw contradiction in that statement you said. You seen LeBron's Instagram?
No.
Yeah, he lifts weights all the time.
So how this nigga always lift weights, yet he lost all that weight?
He could have changed his diet.
Diet, yep. Less protein because look at The Rock. The Rock.
Why would he eat less protein?
No, I'm saying I'm just saying like he changed his diet. I mean, I don't know.
Less protein, more carbs gonna just make you gain weight.
Bro, I don't know. He changed his diet because that's what I'm saying. Him and The Rock probably work out the same amount of time, and you see how big The Rock is, and you see it compared to LeBron
Yeah, but
James.
The Rock puts down like 10,000 calories a day.
Right, so he's eating more. So that's what I'm saying. So LeBron has to be faster. If LeBron and The Rock race, who do you think is gonna win in the race?
Well, it's obvious, dummy.
I'm just okay, but I'm just saying it's not too obvious because I'm just wondering. You just what you were saying. But what's up?
Plus the age difference. The Rock is 50.
I mean, he's in better shape than most 20-year-olds.
Yeah, he is in better shape than all three of us
put together.
Yes.
Well, I don't know about Justin, but looking at the GMS Podcast exec.
The Rock is definitely in good shape. It's just kind of insane how someone can continue that type of lifestyle for so long. Like I wish I had the dedication that The Rock got.
I mean, it takes luck too because you get hurt. Like these athletes. That's why they probably start taking these PDs because they get hurt, and the recovery is so much faster. So he was coming off injury in 2021. He missed a bunch of games, and I'm not surprised.
Well, who you talking about?
DeAndre Hopkins. But that's who he was initially talking about. But that's what I'm saying. I'm shocked that The Rock, he's been doing this long, and he really hasn't. I mean, that we know of. Maybe he has sustained some injuries.
Yeah.
But he's not on every week in a sport.
I feel that.
So
yeah, it's real unfortunate knowing that he took the cheap way out because he could have been a real man and just sat down. I think would have saved his pockets too.
That's true.
And I'm all about my pockets, so I say I'm injured, bro. I'll sit down and don't play and get paid. Like who wouldn't mind just sitting down and getting paid millions of dollars? I know I would.
Yeah, you're right.
Fuck them games. I get hurt. That shit hurt. And I'm gonna sit down a little bit and get paid for it. It's like, come on now.
Yeah, for real.
It's crazy. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is we're gonna get a little bit into some of the trades that happened during.
Should we take a quick break real quick first? 2-minute break?
We definitely can. Let's take a quick little 2-minute break.
And then
and then we'll be right back.
We got to. If y'all don't know, we got the free version, so we got to take breaks every 30 minutes.
Cheap as hell. Cheap as hell. So yeah, we're gonna take this quick break. It ain't even gonna be that long. We'll be back in a minute. And we back.
With the dealio.
And we back. Back like we never there. All right. All right, so the next topic is that we're going to talk about we're going to talk about trades that have happened in the NFL since the draft. So trades that happened on draft day. And then right after that, we're just going to get into our most exciting thing we're looking forward to for the upcoming NFL season. So there were two big trades that happened in the NFL during draft day. The one that completely threw me off was the one up top. A.J. Brown getting traded to Philadelphia. Now, from my understanding, I don't remember A.J. Brown ever requesting a trade. So this one really threw me off because the only wide receiver I expected to get traded was Deebo Samuel. Thank you. So seeing Deebo Samuel not get traded, and then seeing A.J. Brown get traded, when I don't know if did the Titans re-up on Julio Jones?
But even if they did, ain't Julio Jones much older than A.J. Brown?
He is older than A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is in his fourth or fifth year.
And he's a beast.
He is a monster. So
they wouldn't have gone as far as they did without him.
Yeah, I didn't expect A.J. Brown to get traded. Wouldn't even thought about it. That's really something I really wasn't expecting.
And just his last name alone, man.
All right, shut the fuck up, Saint.
I'm just saying. I mean, Brown. You know he's gonna be a beast.
We talking about Brown, man. Brown, man.
What can Brown do for you?
Not a damn thing. That's why they traded him.
Okay.
All right, so and then the next trade that kind of it kind of threw me off in a different avenue than people would expect because Hollywood Brown got traded to Arizona. And the reason it threw me off more was Hollywood Brown and Lamar Jackson got a real strong relationship. And seeing as that you got an MVP quarterback on your team, you would think that you would not want to throw off the spectrum of how you feel about the team and the players that they have around because him and Marquise are real close. So this trade really threw me off. And if you don't mind, Saint, if you got the time real quick, for the number 18 pick in the NFL draft and then the number 23 pick, you got that up at all?
Let me see. You said the 18th?
18th pick and then the 23rd pick. Tell me who Tennessee and then who...
The 18th pick, Treylon Burks.
Position? He's not a wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
He's a wide receiver?
Yep.
So they traded by far one of the better receivers in the NFL for a rookie wide receiver.
Hey, Jalen Hurts, they about to have fun.
Oh, they definitely about to have fun. And then who did Baltimore choose with the 23rd pick?
Buffalo?
Huh?
Yeah.
You talking about Buffalo?
Baltimore had the 25th pick.
Baltimore had the 25th.
But Arizona had 23, and that got traded to Baltimore.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know that. That's news to me.
Never mind. I see it. They picked a cornerback. Kyer Elam?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cornerback. That's who it was,
yeah.
yeah. And then
Tyler
and then they picked the center at 25, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So you trade away a wide receiver that I would say was pretty heavy in the passing game, and then you don't pick up a wide receiver, but you get a cornerback and a center. That on draft day, that kind of threw me off. First off, I wasn't expecting either one of them to get traded. I at the time of that trade, when it came to AJ Brown, I was so thrown off that I really wasn't paying attention to any of the picks because I was so into my phone reading up on Twitter and things about why this trade happened. So I didn't even know they drafted a wide receiver. But I did know that Baltimore traded him and didn't pick up anyone with that pick. So that was one that threw me off. There were some teams that had really bad drafts, and then there were some teams that had some really good drafts. I'll give y'all my what I'm most excited for next year first, and y'all can tell me what y'all think. But I'm most excited to see that Lions team. Because out of a lot of the teams in the draft, a lot of the teams that drafted best were some shitty ass teams. Like the Lions drafted amazing. The Jets drafted amazing. And they are ass. And I would never think that the Jets would draft good, but they drafted great. So if I would say my biggest surprise, I want to see Aiden Hutchinson play. I really want to see Aiden Hutchinson play. And Drake London. I'm really excited to see Drake London. But
I got a quick question though.
Yeah.
You said the Jets drafted amazing.
They did. Yep.
But okay, that's one thing to draft the players that can bring your team to the next level. But it's another thing, what are they going to do with them?
Exactly.
What is the culture going to be like there? What, like the training facilities, the coaches, the assistant coaches, from everywhere, not even just the head coach, the wide receiver, anybody that has anything to do with anything, because they could be this great player and be a complete bust, and then another team be like, oh yeah, we'll take him. You know, Bill Belichick will be like, oh yeah, send him over here. We got you.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then they're elite.
I definitely understand that. Something that really threw me for a loop, I can say, about this draft is there were so many teams that I saw draft wide receivers that didn't trade for Deebo Samuel. Like, I don't know if San Francisco's asking price was too high, but when I see teams drafting wide receivers, when I see Devontae Adams get traded for what he got traded for, and you got somewhat this dual threat wide receiver that can run the ball and is a damn good wide receiver. When I see him on the board, if I'm a team that's trying to build a winning culture, that's trying to shift the balance of the NFL and also try and make my team better, I don't know how a lot of teams didn't trade for Deebo Samuel. I just don't understand it. Because there were a lot of teams where I was like, well, this would be a perfect time for you to trade for Deebo Samuel, and none of them did. I don't know how you feel about it. Did you expect them to get traded, Saint?
I didn't really expect a lot of these trades, but I mean, you can't be surprised. You know, people, they want to mix stuff up, and they sure in the hell did.
Yeah, it's like it's like not Lions. Jets and Giants. Two teams that could instantly do some justice with having Deebo on the team. And like I said, the Jets did amazing drafting. I can't say nothing wrong about their drafting. But am I going to take Garrett Wilson, a damn good wide receiver out of Ohio State? Or am I going, say, let's make sure we got an established vet and let me trade this pick, maybe plus a pick later in the draft for a 26-year-old Deebo Samuel. Like I myself, instead of drafting a wide receiver as a rookie, because you got the whole draft to draft wide receivers. Yeah, you got the chance of striking gold with one of these picks, and them being an amazing focal point of the team. But when I got the opportunity and all the draft capital that they had this year, like when I got the opportunity to get somebody like Deebo Samuel, you best believe I'm not drafting a rookie. I'm not. Because the Jets I believe they had 3 picks in the first round. 3 picks. So if you're telling me that one of those 3 picks couldn't have turned into Deebo Samuel, then I don't understand it. Because they had the 4, the 10, and the 26th pick. There's no way I'm not trading one of those picks to get Deebo Samuel.
Now, I got a question.
Yes.
There was two questions actually.
Yes.
The first one was there was a pick that they were talking about. There was a nobody that got picked in the first round by Bill Belichick. Some kid from Chattanooga or something. I don't know.
Yeah, an offensive lineman from SoCon, from the SoCon conference.
And they picked him in the first round.
First round.
Everybody's like, bruh, I wouldn't question anything Bill Belichick does. His record speaks for itself. I'm like, that man, hey, he sees something that maybe nobody else saw. Maybe he was like, oh, yeah, this dude's awful. Y'all don't want him. He made his stock go down and everything.
Yeah. It's like, hey, just keep playing shitty. No one wants you, but I do. But it's also like the Cowboys. The Cowboys, to me, had a terrible draft. I didn't like shit they did. You see the lot? No, you go.
No, and then my other question was, Mike Vrabel's son. When he signed with the Falcons as an undrafted free agent.
Just because of the name?
No, I mean, but I'm saying, why wouldn't you pick him? Because of the name.
Because he's ass.
I don't know what the kid. I don't know how he is, but his dad was a beast.
Yeah, well, he didn't get drafted, so that's not a good sign.
Oh, right, you're right. Okay, well, I don't know.
7 rounds. There are 7 rounds in the NFL draft, and you are telling me out of 262 draft picks, you couldn't be one of them? That just means you ass.
Might prove some people wrong.
To be honest, though, there's tons of undrafted free agents. I'm just talking shit.
Right.
There are tons of undrafted free agents that go and have amazing careers in the NFL. I'm just talking. But I'm just saying he got picked up because of the name. That's just me.
You might be right. Hold on real quick. I got to step out. They ordered some food for me. Oh, never mind. Thank you.
Look at him, happy as hell. You saw his face? Oh, it's right here. Thank you.
Excuse me. Can I get some napkins, please?
Hey, it's just like last week, minus the noise.
That's fast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like Jake Ferguson getting drafted.
Hold on, let me grab some napkins.
I ain't gonna get into that. I feel like that was a force, but we gonna see. You never know, man. But you never know. You never know. You got anything, Justin, you excited for in the next NFL season?
Yeah, I'm excited to see how these picks are going to turn out because, fit is everything. What may not seem right to us may seem right to a head coach or a GM, but at the same time, they can fuck it up like anybody else. So
that's facts.
But yeah, definitely excited to see, how all of these picks are going to turn out. and to see who's gonna, make the most out of, their season and career and everything.
Bob Dylan fan, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you sliding through.
That's not a brother. That's my mother.
Hey, mama. But there's definitely something to say about fit in the NFL, man. I definitely know that comment was for me, Miss Summer Brunette. Summer Brunette, you sound sexy as hell with that name, girl.
I'm trying to eat, and
So NFL wise, though, it should be an exciting year because this was a very good draft class. Or it could have just been a really bad draft class. That's why nobody knew where they were going to get drafted. Because this was the first year you saw the draft room and like nobody's fucking phone was going off. So like typically the first round pick, or the number one pick already knows he's getting drafted. Nobody knew. So this was one of those years where it was a toss up as to who was going one, who was going this, who was doing that. So last question we got on that though, when it comes to the NFL draft, was that number one pick?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know. I don't know how many, college football watchers we got, but I know that Aiden Hutchinson is a dog. And I ain't just saying that because I'm a Michigan Wolverine fan. Aiden Hutchinson is a dog. And for Jacksonville to pass up on him to get Trayvon Walker, I like it because Aiden gets to stay in Detroit and Michigan. But I think that the Jaguars, they messed up on that. They messed up the opportunity to have a cornerstone defensive player to be on that line protecting and all that, man. So I didn't like the pick at all that they chose Aiden Hutchinson over Trayvon Walker over Aiden Hutchinson. Saint, you watch any college football throughout the year before the championship games? You watch any Michigan games?
Nope.
No? Okay. Well.
Yeah, that is a good point you made. Because two defensive ends were chosen as the top two picks. And then the number 5th pick was a defensive end as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want to know what makes Trayvon Walker better than the other two that were picked in the top 5,
Now, you want to know the crazy thing is?
What's that?
No, finish saying what you were saying.
No. I was listening to you.
If you go and look at accomplishments and notes and awards from last year from these players, the number 1 and the number 5 pick have nothing.
Wow.
And Aiden Hutchinson has the Lombardi Award, the Lott Trophy, and the Ted Hendricks Award all last year.
Right.
So I feel like the Jags dropped the ball on that one. And when we talk about the Lions, that's another team that easily could have traded for Deebo Samuel. Because at number 12, they chose a wide receiver, I believe.
Wow.
So
yeah, they did.
Man.
Yeah.
So yeah, that like I said, that's another person that dropped the ball. That's another team that dropped the ball to me. Because having a quarterback like Jared Goff, you need all the help you can get. Because Jared Goff is boo-boo. So
well, I mean, they did get an Alabama receiver, for whatever that's worth, So,
Ooh, we got Sweat Nation in the building. Sweat Nation, if you could, and everybody in here, you know, we appreciate y'all showing up, but we can't grow if everybody ain't helping us grow. So if y'all can, you know, please like the IG, Instagram for those who don't know what IG stands for, and Twitter. That's on the page. That would be greatly appreciated. It's right underneath this old motherfucker next to me. And then if you guys could please share. Get it out to all your people. Share this live stream right now. The more we grow, the better the content, the more we can come out with these podcasts. So, like I said, we greatly appreciate it if y'all could share. If you don't follow, please follow. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Follow if you're on Twitch. You know, if you're on Twitch, you can subscribe on Twitch. They charge a little bit, but hey, that's what happens when you're supporting people. Anything else when it comes to this topic? Saint, if you're talking, we can't hear a damn thing you're saying.
I'm not talking.
Oh, it just looked like you was. Loud podcast.
Wow.
I got one last point though. You know, and I guess I'll say it again, you know, it's all about the styles, you know. Maybe they see something in Trayvon Walker, and maybe that's why they chose him, you know.
Yeah.
They probably believe that, you know, he fits their system very well. They could be wrong, they could be right.
Yeah.
But, you know, all number one picks, they have potential to be busts, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And that could be because of the team that they're on. You know, maybe they coming on to a garbage defense and they have, you know, all these expectations that they have to live up to.
Yeah.
And, you know, he may not live up to them. So it may not all be his fault if he doesn't. But, you know, we'll see. And that's all I have on that. So.
Saint, you got anything else, brother?
This chicken is delicious.
All right, well, that was good comments in regards to the number one pick, Trayvon Walker. Let's hope he's worth more than a couple pieces of chicken that Saint's eating.
Let's hope.
We only hope.
Yeah, we can only hope, because if he ain't worth a couple pieces of chicken, something's wrong.
Right.
Next topic we're gonna get into. We're gonna go from football and we're gonna go to American sport basketball. It ain't football. It ain't baseball to me, so I don't care what anybody says. The NBA playoffs right now. The NBA playoffs are buck wild. They crazy. Saying if you on Twitch or YouTube, you'll be able to see the attachment I just added to the screen. We got 8 teams left. We got the final 8. We got Miami and Philly, which Miami won game 1. James Harden looked like a bum. And, you know, this is something else that I'm trying to understand, man. Where is this outrage when it comes to James Harden being trash, how it is about my boy Russ, man? Why is my boy Russ getting all this disrespect?
Hey, James Harden, he about to get it. Don't worry.
He better get
James, he's still playing right now. So he's in the playoffs. He's still playing. And I've been hearing, you know, a lot about his performance lately.
He's been coat riding.
I mean, who, Embiid?
No.
He's been coat riding Embiid?
Yeah, he's been coat riding. Shit, he was coat riding when he went to Brooklyn. Like, you a superstar and you need to go.
Now?
Russ went and he got traded to Washington. And he carried them to the playoffs. Yeah. But ain't nobody talking about that.
But is that like a big accomplishment, though?
Yeah, he did it by himself.
A lot of people carry teams to playoffs.
He made it to the playoffs, didn't he? Without a super team.
Right. Yeah, I know it's difficult, but it ain't impossible because we've seen players do it in the past.
That's
but
true.
What impresses me is winning a chip, or at least making it to the conference finals with a not so good team. You know, it's impressive he made it to the playoffs and averaged a triple-double. But if you really want to impress me, you got to at least get to the conference finals or the NBA finals or win it with a not so good team.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, Harden, he getting grilled, so
yeah,
I think everybody grilling him.
He better start getting grilled even more. And then you got Milwaukee and Boston, which I believe Milwaukee is going to win this in 5.
Yeah, after that first game, I can see that.
Milwaukee is going to win this in 5. This experience and how they're coming along right now.
Even without Middleton?
I'm trading Middleton after the season's over.
Because he got hurt?
No.
What?
No. You can turn him into either draft capital or other players that can help out Giannis in the long run.
So who would be a good fit for him?
If I'm the Bucks,
Ben Simmons?
no. No. I need somebody that's gonna actually play. If I'm the Bucks, I'm on the phone with the Warriors. And I'm looking to see what I can do to get Clay.
What?
I'm trying to get Clay.
You talking about 2 loyal teams, and then you got 2 GMs who are pretty loyal as well, because they developed Giannis from the start. They saw potential in him, and they stuck with him. And then you got the Warriors fan base who will probably never ever trade Clay.
Hey, I'm just on the phone trying to figure out. Summer Brunette, his big mouth ass is killing that damn chicken. But I'm just making a call though, because you see how this team is playing without him.
Yeah, definitely.
It's crazy, and I'm not one to say that he's hurting the team or he ain't playing good enough for this and that and this and that. But if I see how this team is playing right now, and I could get some draft capital or, another complimentary player to Giannis, I'm on the phone.
But I mean, well, what do you get for Chris Middleton though? Like, what is the team going to give you for him?
Well, Chris Middleton, he's an all-star point guard, not point guard, small forward, a shooting guard.
Mm-hmm.
That people overhype his defense.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you could get something for him.
Yeah, you could probably. It'll probably be that you could trade for and try to get.
I would say the person that would be most complimentary to Middleton would be like CJ McCollum.
We talking about.
Oh yeah.
We talking about connected with Giannis though.
Right.
Yeah. He's talking about as a trade.
Oh, as a good trade piece.
Right.
You just saying that because you want Chris Middleton to play for the Pelicans.
We'll take him. we'll take him.
Do you think,
I like a.
But we would be losing out. I feel like McCollum is, I feel like he. Yeah.
Do you think Do you think the Grizzlies would entertain a Desmond Bane trade?
Nope.
It depends on for what. Bane is young, not injury prone. I mean, as far as we know, because his career is still very young. It just depends on, what are you willing to give for him?
Yeah.
But I don't think they will right now because, his career is looking very promising right now. So I don't think I would trade him just yet unless you give me a Middleton and something else. But
that's the worst thing a team can do is, especially like a young team, start training them early.
Exactly.
But in the case of Chris Middleton, you got an all-star guard or forward that has a chip. And right now you got a young nucleus that could use some leadership. This is what I would be throwing out at Memphis. All right, he's won a chip. Y'all are that close to winning a chip. You give me Desmond Bane, Chris Middleton, we got a deal. Because I love Desmond Bane. Like, Desmond Bane is one of my favorite players. Like, Desmond Bane, because he's so fluid. He's got good defense. His shot is just out of this world. Like, I appreciate Desmond Bane's game.
Definitely. I know the Grizzlies do too. So
that's facts.
Oh, hey, let's
Ja does too.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was saying Ja appreciates him too. Now go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's talk more about this Bucks Celtics, man. Like with Middleton being out, I thought Boston was gonna take advantage, but and they're at home, man. For the Bucks to get a win over this good Celtics team, man,
because the Bucks are the 3 seed. And, Boston has home court, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Hold on, let me look and see.
You're right. Yeah.
No, the Bucks. They got a good
three.
team because they're like basically next man up. They dealt with Middleton injuries throughout the season, so this isn't nothing new for them. Now, if they had gone the whole season where he was healthy and they never had to play with different lineups and stuff, it might have affected them. But you saw Giannis; he was like, they said, "Oh, you guys are playing against the Celtics. Have you guys been looking at him?" He's like, "Nah."
but that's the thing. You lose by 12 to a Giannis-led Bucks where Giannis shoots 9 for 25.
Okay.
Like, these Bucks are serious.
They are very, and that's scary.
9 for 25.
So they're better than last year's Bucks?
Oh, yes. They're better than last year's Bucks.
And why is that?
It's tough to say it, but I feel like the fit with Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen is big for them because he fits in perfect, and he's got that. I feel like he's got that perfect mentality for that Coach Bud system.
Hell yeah, he's
like
chippy.
He's
a dog.
Man, he is perfect for that system. And man, because they lost PJ? They lost PJ and they lost one more. Who did they lose?
DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo, because they traded him to Sacramento.
Yeah.
And man,
you know who we're not talking about? Bobby Portis, man. I saw potential in this dude years ago.
Yeah, I was so surprised he ain't played as much last year. Yeah.
Exactly.
When he played in Chicago, I was always on him. I appreciated Bobby Portis.
For real, man.
Like Bobby Portis got GM, he don't get the respect he's deserved.
He doesn't.
He's definitely a good player. Like,
I think they're trying to put him. He does, and I think they're trying to put him in that 6-man role. But like he's a starter for sure, easily.
Yeah, any other team, he's starting.
Well, that's just like how James Harden was coming off the bench for so long.
Yeah.
You know who we sleep on?
Who was that?
And I feel like I was one that slept on him. Wesley
Matthews.
Wes is playing defense out of this world. He's getting switched up. He's getting switched on guarding Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum shot 6 for 18. Jaylen Brown 4 for 13.
Wow.
Speaking of Tatum, me and my cousin Duke, when they both when they both got drafted, we had an argument and we had a discussion. We had a podcast of who was going to be better, and I told him, I said I was going with Tatum, and he was going with Mitchell. So I call him every year, and I'm like, "Cuz, look at what's going on," and he's like, he still says, Mitchell. I mean, Mitchell's a great player.
Fuck you, Sweat Nation, Vegas number. Hey, Jason Tatum is definitely a better player.
That's what I was. But I mean, I'm like, am I missing something? I'm like, because I just seen it from the start. Like when he got drafted number 3, I was like, I said something about this kid. I like this kid, and I had never even seen him play before that. I just in the summer league, and I was just like, yeah, this kid's gonna be he's gonna be special. But and he hasn't disappointed. He has not disappointed. But yeah, you Sweat Nation. Oh no, one of our buddies is out here talking mess, but we love it. What were you gonna say?
What does Boston have to do to win this series or even come close? Because nobody can stop Giannis.
And now Smart, I think, got hurt.
You didn't watch Jason Tatum at Duke?
I didn't, bro.
Man,
I didn't.
You be catching me off guard, bro.
Why you respond all late?
Because I didn't believe you when I heard it, and I thought I heard you say something different. And then you said that Jason Tatum would have a better career too. So that just kind of threw me off.
But that's it. I don't watch a lot of college. I only watch it like when it gets to the tournament time. I don't watch it because it's a lot of basketball. I'm like, I don't got time. I don't be having time. And then I think I'm just more intrigued of it during the playoffs.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. Please.
So is it safe to say now that Milwaukee can possibly repeat? Is that safe to say?
They are repeating.
Yeah, as long as Giannis continues to make his free throws.
I definitely have already put money on the Bucks repeating in Vegas.
Dope. What if it's Warriors Bucks? Do you still think the same way?
I'm taking the Bucks.
Okay.
Because
nobody can stop Giannis.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's exactly who's gonna stop Giannis. Because you got so many players you can throw on Jordan Poole, Steph, and Clay.
Yeah,
definitely. Draymond, he's a good defensive option, but he's not a good offensive option. So I'm not worried about guarding him. All I gotta do is guard them 3 players.
Right.
If we can guard them 3 players, somebody else is gonna have to beat us.
And they will. Right. They got scores. They got people that come in and they play their few minutes and score. They do their thing. GP, he come in and do his thing.
You saw that dunk yesterday? My God. But it was not better than that jaw dunk. And we're gonna take an
it wasn't better than the jaw.
And we're gonna take an intermission on that. If you haven't seen it, everybody, no, not right now. Wait until after the podcast and look up the Ja Morant dunk on Malik Beasley. Right now, we're taking an intermission. We'll be back in a minute and 46 seconds.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sports heads. We like talking about that.
That's
stuff.
facts. So what about Kleber?
Kleber, he got 16 points and he's 5 for 6 from 3. That's crazy. But everybody else only has like 4 points or less.
56 to 69.
Yeah, and this is why Luka's never gonna win shit, man. Because it's always about him.
Land me over. What's up, girl?
Is it really, bro?
I kind of just saw him pass the ball too right after I said that shit. Glam me over. What's going on? It's a subject. I'm telling bro. He just hit the camera. Hell no.
You see that?
He turned that shit off quick as hell. He said, "Oh hell no."
Hit him with the disappearing camera.
All right, y'all. So we on to a very this might be a topic that well, it might not. It is going to be a topic where I'm pretty sure we're all going to have different answers to. And it is who is going to be the face of the to you guys right now. And this is before I say a name. Who is the face of the league right now?
Right now?
That's a good question, man.
No, yesterday.
You know, I feel like right now it's in transition.
Exactly. Absolutely.
But
I don't think there is
is
just one guy.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. Because if you're thinking about who you're thinking about, they didn't even make it to the playoffs.
Yeah. But yeah, that don't necessarily mean that he's, not.
They didn't even make it above 500.
Right.
Now, you disrespecting now. Because I know you know that he doing too much now. Hold on now. Now you trying to disrespect now. And I can only take too many of those hits. Nah, he didn't make the playoffs is all you had to say, nigga.
Nah, you didn't seem a little too convinced just with that statement. I had to go further.
I know. Yep.
But I mean, as an individual, can't really say nothing. His statistics are ridiculous. I mean, he almost won a scoring title.
I don't give a fuck about them stats.
I mean, honestly, who's looking like they're trying to be the face? Giannis.
Yeah. And I'm gonna save my answer.
That's who.
Nah, this is just like who's the face now, Justin. This is just who's the face now.
I know, but it's going to transition into it though.
Okay.
So should I get my answer first then?
I think eventually.
Shut up, Saint. It'll come second, bitch.
I think eventually it'll be Ja.
Okay, he can go first. And give your reason as to why it'll be Ja.
Because that dude is beyond his years. Like and he still has so much room to grow. If he gets a consistent jump shot, and he's still only 22? Man.
Who did you say?
Ja Morant.
I just had to play that sound for everybody.
I didn't hear nothing.
That dumbass response.
It's a good thing I didn't hear it. So, for me, it was an excellent. But, I mean, I don't know. That kid's got so much coming. And I like him because he's a good player and he's humble and he's team oriented. He listens. He's like he can be coached. I mean, he's just an all around good talent on and off the court, and I think he would be the perfect person.
Oh, we got somebody interacting in the chat saying ice tray. Trae Young. Trae Young. Your turn, Justin.
Okay. So about my answer, you asked who's the face of the league now, and my answer kind of transitions into the next question as well. I mean, is it safe to say Giannis may be the face of the league now?
Right.
And if not, then he's going to be, after LeBron or post LeBron, Because
Right.
if you ask a lot of people now, Giannis is the best player in the NBA right now.
Right. That's what I was thinking too. Seriously, that's what I was thinking. But I'm thinking eventually, because Josh's still young, he's still got a lot to learn. But
Right.
Giannis is still in that. He's been in the league for a while, and he can maintain that title for a while. But LeBron is he's old now. LeBron, he has to just kind of go on his merry way off into
Definitely
the sunset.
older.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Justin?
Yeah, and I mean,
I love
Giannis
that.
is 27. Right, exactly. He's 27, so he has, maybe 5 more years of his prime.
Whoa.
Yeah, because he doesn't have
Wait, you said he's 27? You said he's
27.
I think till he's about probably 34, 35.
35. Yeah.
32, 33. I mean, yeah, but his game depends on his athleticism and his physicality.
And you see how physical he is throwing it again?
Yeah, but I mean, how long is that going to last?
As long as he stays healthy, he can do it. But then once you get these injuries, but he's the type of player where he's lean. I think he'll be able to maintain. When you get players like DeMarcus Cousins, and he got hurt, and then that was a wrap for him.
Right.
That was sad. But he's just that type of his build. Zion, I'm scared for Zion. Before he could. I was like, man, I hope this man loses weight. And you see already the effects that it's taking.
Yeah. But Giannis, he's not going to age like LeBron because, unless he develops a consistent jump shot. Because once those knees and stuff go away, it's not going to be bully ball, Right. It ain't going to be that coast to coast. I'm going to bang, bang, bang all day, But Giannis, he's always going to provide value because he's so long. And he can,
on God, Summer Brunette, listen to this comment. I feel Giannis is definitely in the run for the face of the league right now and could definitely be in the future, especially with back-to-back chips.
Definitely. He probably don't even need another chip. He's
eventually
here now.
Eventually, and he's not on it now, but eventually, if he's gonna have his career go into 34, 35 and be that athletic, he's gonna have to go on minute restrictions.
No, he does not.
Well, he's going to have to change his game up.
And if you've been watching these Bucks games, he has changed a lot of the way he plays.
He definitely has.
With generating a jump shot. He's better at the free throw line now. He's got a crossover. Like Giannis will be in the state that he's in now until he's 34, 35. I think that's just me personally.
Definitely.
And so that would mean another 7 years of being who he is now.
Without less of the impact, though.
Excuse me?
I said, without less of the impact and contact.
My word, man.
Say, shut up. That's my word, nigga.
Okay.
For me, I feel like, yes, at the moment, I don't believe that the face of the league is LeBron. Everyone else does. I don't. 2 years ago, I feel Giannis took that from everybody 2 years ago. Not last year. Not last year when he won the chip. The year before when he won his second MVP.
No, but during that time, wasn't it? What you talking about when Toronto won? Because Kawhi.
2 years ago, Toronto didn't win the chip.
When did they win it? When was it when?
Win it 2019.
That was 3 years ago.
3 years ago, okay.
When he was before he went to LA. But yeah, Giannis took it 2 years ago for me. But after Giannis, it's gonna be LaMelo. It's gonna be LaMelo.
You just skipped over
Tatum and all of them.
Steph Curry.
Steph. In 7
Steph,
years, Steph is about to be 40.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying right now though. I'm just saying like you skipped over.
Steph is not the face of the league.
No. I'm saying if Giannis got hurt.
If Giannis got hurt,
yeah.
Who would
Probably
be the face
Kevin
of the
Durant,
league?
right?
Yeah, it'd be KD.
Nope, not after this past. Because I've always thought that about KD. I'm like, I don't know why he, like during the playoffs, he has these key turnovers that he doesn't have during the regular season. You know, when in the playoffs, you got to step up. You got to consistently step up. You know, even if you make a mistake, you just got to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna let it get in my head. Man, they got swept. They had no reason, and KD had how many turnovers? I'm just saying, it didn't look good, bro. It didn't look good at all. I was disappointed, but I wasn't surprised.
How many bad playoffs? How many bad playoffs has Steph had?
I don't know.
Yeah, a handful. Not too many though. He comes through most of the time.
I feel like even if you go past KD, you got Joel.
Thank you, Summer. Hell no to Melo. I appreciate that comment. Yes.
I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. LaMelo, after Giannis is not the face of the league no more, is going to be the face of the league. People forget that LaMelo.
I don't care, bro. You got to give him 5 years. Don't say nothing until 5 years.
Definitely.
You can't say that. Yeah, that's just too early. That's too early in his career, bro.
Who?
He's a good player, Melo. But it's too early. That's too fast.
How?
Even over Ja Morant, though? Even over Ja Morant?
How is it too early?
It's too early.
LeBron was supposed to be the face of the league when he came into the league at 18.
Okay.
It can never be too early.
That's a whole different story. They were talking about that man since he was 7.
They've been talking about LaMelo since he was in high school.
Yeah,
he's been under the same pressure, the same spotlight LeBron was under.
I don't know about the same pressure, but
just a different type. Wasn't the same pressure?
He has a lot of pressure, but I don't remember it being, like an extreme amount of pressure.
Nah, nobody's putting him on the same pedestal as LeBron.
Definitely not. But he had pressure, and he's lived up to all that pressure.
His dad put that pressure on him.
He didn't even play. He ain't play college ball. He ain't play high school ball.
He played
a little high school ball. He went to a private high school. He didn't play in Russia. It wasn't Russia.
I don't know, somewhere.
It was Lithuania.
Yeah, Lithuania.
Yeah, him and his brother was stealing shoes.
And the crazy thing is, his brother stole
a watch or
China.
Something like that. Yeah.
But LaMelo barely played in Lithuania, and he came into the NBA, the best league in basketball in the world.
Yeah.
And he is dominating on an extreme level. Rookie of the year is going to be LaMelo.
I think you just saying that because you're a ball fan. You were saying that about Lonzo. Look. He can't say nothing. He's stuck.
No. I'm being dead ass right now. LaMelo is 20. And if he wanted to next year, he could come into the league and average a triple-double.
Yeah, he definitely could.
Now
here's my take on LaMelo, though. It's so many like good young candidates like LaMelo, Ja. They can definitely be the face of the league in the future. But I mean, I think LaMelo, he's going to be one of those guys who are always going to be at the top of the NBA, but may not be the face of the NBA. But I think there's a chance that he could, though.
Like, how long has Luka been in the NBA? Like 3-4 years?
That sounds about right.
I'm hearing some of that echo. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hearing feedback.
Oh, that was Laker. But yeah, no, it's you gotta prove it. You gotta be consistent to even start to get in that conversation.
It definitely wouldn't be Luka for me.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like that's what I could determine. I'm just saying I could determine. I could talk about Luka before I could talk about Melo.
Yeah, same here.
That's all. That's all I was saying. And I'm not saying here or there that. Well, I'm not. Yeah, definitely not saying that Luka can't be part of it because he could. Because he still got a lot of growth to do. He still got a lot of growth. And like he came in the league, he came into the season overweight and he shed it. He came back into playing form, which is good. You got players like previous players back in the day, like Sean Kemp, that came in overweight, and he just stayed there.
Yeah, and I think like winning and playoff success has a lot to do with who's going to be the face of the NBA.
It ain't gonna be Luka. You want to know why it ain't gonna be Luka?
Why is that?
Because if it can't be Devin Booker, it can't be Luka. And I'll leave it at that. If it can't be Devin Booker, because Devin Booker has accomplished more in his career than Luka has, it can't be Luka then. I will never look at Luka as the face of the league if we've never given what the fuck? 2 Al Browns?
Not sure what happened, but I think my computer had.
Oh, bro, you had me confused as fuck. If we can't have if Devin Booker can't be looked at that way, we can't look at Luka that way.
I don't think that's a fair take, though.
How not? How not so?
Yeah, two completely different players. I mean, Luka's younger, and he still has more to accomplish. I mean, like, let's look at, when Devin Booker was the face of the Suns. How much did he accomplish? I mean, they couldn't even get to the playoffs.
He still is the face of the Suns.
Yeah, he is. I mean, but you got Chris Paul, Aiden. He has a much better team now. But then you got Luka. He's definitely the face of the Mavericks. Can't argue with that. And he's at least leading his teams to the playoffs and making them competitive as well. And you can argue, there's no other All-Stars on this team right now. And look at what he's doing with this team.
D-Book is only 25.
Yeah, exactly. He's very young as well. But that's not a fair take, on Luka, But who's better, Devin Booker or Luka Doncic? Let me ask you that right now. Who's better?
I'm taking Devin.
Okay.
And Luka's only 2 years younger than Devin. I'm taking Devin.
Right. I respect that.
Devin's more of a complete player than me. He actually tries on defense. He hustles. Okay. His offensive game is elite.
Yeah, definitely.
After Kobe, offensively, D-Book, he somewhat mirrors him with that mid-range game, man.
Definitely.
I'm taking D-Book.
Yeah, I mean, a man scored 70-something in a game.
So. 71.
Yeah, and that's very hard to do, yo. But on the offensive end, man, got to give a slight edge to Luka because I got to look at his stats, but I'm sure his rebounding is better because he's bigger.
Yep.
And assists are better as well. Even though Devin Book he's a good facilitator, but Luka has the edge on that. So Luka has the edge offensively because they can both score the rock, they can both shoot. But defensively, I mean, you give the edge to Book. Even though he's not known as an elite defender or anything, he can play defense. So.
Yeah, picture.
But I mean, how can we say who's better?
Yeah, picture a nigga at the age of 20 dropping 70 on you.
Yeah. That's facts.
D-Book was 20 and dropped 70 on some grown-ass men.
But then also, who has a better team?
Right now?
Right now, the Suns.
The Suns.
So that's what I'm saying. So if roles were reversed, would
the Mavs wouldn't even be in the playoffs.
So,
Let's keep it a buck.
Oh, I'm saying, so if Devin Booker was on the Mavs,
Luka makes his team better. Let's just say that right now.
so he would make the Suns better.
What? Yeah.
So then he's a better
What?
player.
There's no way you can say
Then
that Luka.
that answers
You
the
can't.
question right
No, you cannot.
Look at what he's doing with
You
Dallas
cannot
right now.
say that Luka would make the Suns a better player when they already have a prolific point guard at that position. Chris Paul not going for that shit, that dribbling the ball, doing step back bullshit. No, he would not make that team better. There's no way.
That's what it takes to win the game.
There's no way.
But you're just looking at the offense. I'm looking at facilitating and rebounding as well. No, I'm looking at everything Luka can provide.
There's no way that he would make that team better. And I believe that the Suns would be better with Devin Booker. I mean, I believe the Mavs would be better with Devin Booker on that team because they would have a more efficient Jalen Brunson running the offense over Luka.
Okay, I like that take. Luka's
a good player. I'm not going to take what Luka is and play with it. Luka is a good-ass player. But Luka has to be in a system where he can play the way he wants to play, or it is not going to go well. That's why him and Kristaps didn't get together. Kristaps was saying, we got to feed the post. We got to do what we got to do to score. They said, no, we're going to allow Luka to do all this dribbling shit. You're going to get the ball when you get it, shoot the ball when you touch it. Luka would not make that Suns team better. I don't believe it. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Okay.
I don't see it at all.
I respect that because fit is very important. So
I don't see that.
Yeah, I respect that. But can we say, I mean, if Book goes to the Mavericks, they might not make the playoffs. I'm not even gonna lie.
They make it.
Even though he does provide value offensively, Brunson is definitely a very good point guard. But
they make the playoffs.
The scoring ain't consistent. Like he'll give you 41 one game and 10 the next.
Who?
Because Jalen Brunson. Because he's a Swiss Army knife. He does what he needs to do to win.
Yeah, but we don't need him to score 40 a game. We just need him to dish the ball off. That's a big thing that Mavericks team is missing out on. It's too much dribbling, step back shooting instead of bringing the ball up and facilitating for his teammates.
I don't think you watch, full Maverick games, bro. Because you're just saying Luka just comes down, dribble, shoot. Nah.
Man.
How does he get in 9 assists a game?
Seeing as that he has a ball in his hand the majority of the time, he better get that many assists.
He has 3-and-D shooters as well, which is what he needs. Finney Smith, and then you got Bullock. Those were two good additions to the Mavericks.
No, man. I don't see it, man. It's like right now, Luka is 10 for 22. 2 for 9 from the three. How many of those threes, I guarantee you, came off a dribble between the legs 2 times, step back, shoot the three? Like that's him. Probably all 9 of those came from that one move.
Hey, but you know what? It's only a 10-point lead.
Huh?
It's still only a 10-point game.
And we got to keep it real. Like this team relies so much on Luka to score the ball, And he does it consistently. He comes through. Like 7 rebounds, 6 assists. I mean, the shooting is the most efficient.
Yeah, and that's
because he's playing a good Suns defense. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, and that's where this team is making that mistake. You can't keep basing your offense around the inefficient player. He's not efficient. So
he has 31 right now.
Yeah, it's 31 off 9 for 22. I mean 10 for 22.
10 for 22. Yeah. So he's a little
a majority of his points came from the free throw line.
But I know this. The Pelicans won 2 games. I know that Dallas they could win more games than that. So Dallas is a much stronger team.
Dallas is gonna get swept.
Wow. Bold statement.
Yeah, very bold.
Dallas is.
All right, what happens if they don't? What are you going to give the fans out there if Dallas doesn't get swept? You give Lakers giving out a free Xbox.
I'll give out a free Xbox 360.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Hey, somebody out there will take it.
Hell yeah. Hey.
So you heard it first.
They're getting swept.
I don't think so.
What do you have to do? The Suns know what they got to do.
I will put Lakers Xbox on it that they will not get swept.
The Suns know what they have to do, just like every team should know what they have to do. Force the ball in his hands, let him dribble dance, shoot the ball, you gonna win. That's all it is. You make Luka beat you. Make Luka. Nobody else on that team is gonna beat you. Make Luka beat you.
It looks like it's working right now.
Yeah, it's working.
Other than Kleber, nobody has over 10 points.
So. You got to make him beat you. That's all it is. Nobody on that team is going to win the game for them. Nobody. You got to make Luka do stupid shit. Make him look like he's Superman.
Nah, you know what? Actually, Dinwiddie was putting up some buckets for the season for me.
Yeah, Dinwiddie's good.
Which is one of the reasons
why.
Saint.
Don't you fucking say it. Don't fucking say it.
I mean, now, Dinwiddie
I won the league. I'm just saying it out there. I just want to put it out there.
I don't want to hear it.
And it's funny, I think 3 out of the 3 podcasts, there was somebody that I had in my league that contributed to the dubs.
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
I think I got him from you, too. Didn't you let him go?
No, I didn't. So, yeah, Spencer Dinwiddie right now, he 0 for 4. But, when you got a nigga
somebody said, when do we give it away? Laker giving away something. Hold on, I got to respond to the comments.
Shit. Hey, you know what? I will cash app whoever $10. I will cash app a guest on the...
I was going to say, you could just cash app me and Justin.
Yep, that's facts.
Yeah, I'm going to give away something. Well, I'm not giving away shit because the Mavs are getting swept. And yeah, like I said,
they got a game or 2 in them.
Nah, they're getting swept.
I wouldn't be surprised if it go to 7. I would not be surprised if it go to 7.
Okay, so
I would be surprised.
Saint, what are you talking about?
I'm just saying.
Saint, they're not winning the game.
You can't go by the first game.
They're not winning the game.
And it's a close game like this. I think I completely blown out. That's a different story. It's the third quarter, bro.
What did I just tell you? Who do you have to guard, Saint?
Look, I'm going to call you Charles. Because remember Charles Barkley?
Hey, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to tell you this.
It's just terrible.
It's terrible. They're playing terrible. I'm going to tell you this.
That man said all his predictions became wrong the first night.
Yeah, Charles Barkley's he terrible when it comes to predictions. But I'm telling you, bro, they getting swept and they doing everything they got to do. You just got to guard him. He's 10 for 25. Let his dumb ass shoot.
Somebody said cash apper.
Shit, if they lose.
Okay, look, he's 10 for 25, man, but they're playing a good Suns defense, man. And that's why the whole Mavericks team is struggling right now to even get a bucket. They haven't scored in how long? I mean, my goodness.
This is the first game. They're gonna make adjustments. You can't do the same thing to people 4 games in a row. And then if when you
what did the Celtics just do?
Yeah, they did.
Come on,
they could. Okay, but that's different.
No,
he said that's different.
Y'all got caught.
How you gonna bring up the Celtics when they lost the first game?
Y'all got cheese holes in all your statements. Just cheese holes.
But I'm saying, how you gonna bring up the Celtics and then they came in and look, the Mavericks was on to them. You blame the coaching staff. That's who you got to blame.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
And you already said the last podcast. What did you say about Steve Nash? Thank you. I rest my case. Yeah, take those cheese holes somewhere else, brother.
Hey, the Mavs are getting swept. I will not jump off that. He will get swept. I mean, they will get swept. Because like I said, they just got to continue doing what they're doing now, man. That's all they got to do. That's all they got to do.
That's what I'm saying. If you can do the same thing for 4 games in a row and you can't figure it out, that's the coaching staff. Like,
yeah.
Seriously.
But I don't know if you
in a row.
I don't know if you can blame Jason Kidd if he gets swept, because just look at the talent on the court. And look who you got facilitating the offense. I don't think Luka should be a point guard. He should not be facilitating for you. He should be in a position where he can just work offensively, get you buckets. He should not be your primary ball handler. He should not be the one passing your ball around. I would have Jalen at the 1, and I would have Luka at the 2. And you go out
now
there.
Listen to what you said. You said you can't blame the coaches if the talent that's on the floor.
You can blame Steve Nash. Nash had he had KD and Kyrie with a bunch of talent on the bench.
But you said what you say? Jason Kidd, you can't blame Jason Kidd if the Mavs get swept.
No,
with the talent.
I couldn't blame him. This is his first year as well, and seeing as that all they got is Luka.
This is not his first year coaching.
He's first year coaching in Dallas.
And this ain't his first year coaching.
He's
not new to the block.
Yeah,
but
and I don't think that's a good
okay.
excuse. I don't think that's a good excuse either, because they're making it work with this team. They build a great team around Luka, and that's the reason they're even in this position.
Great team around Luka?
Yeah, you have to have a nice mold around your superstar.
Yeah, that's not a great team.
He has a lot of 3-and-D players around him.
But I'm gonna tell you this:
he has a lot of shooters as well.
Since y'all want to talk about not being a good excuse for Jason Kidd, what did Rick Carlisle do with Luka? Did he win a playoff series?
You got to answer that one.
I don't believe.
No, they lost to. But look who they played.
They lost to the Jazz.
The Clippers.
Did they lose to the Jazz?
I'm thinking we're talking about the Clippers too.
They lost to the Jazz and the Clippers.
You talking about when Dirk was still playing?
No. With Luka, Rick Carlisle did not win a playoff series.
But I'm saying, was Dirk still in the
No.
league? Didn't he just okay, wait. Dirk's been out, what, 2 years now?
No, he's been out like 3 years. Rick Carlisle
fact check.
Rick Carlisle just went to Indiana last year. That's why Jason Kidd is here. Jason Kidd won a playoff series his first year. Rick Carlisle with Luka hasn't won a playoff series. So, once again, blame can be placed on Jason Kidd to me. I don't see it. I don't see how you can blame anything on Jason Kidd.
I never said that. I said, hell no, because I think he's done a great job with what he has.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, dang, he's been retired since 2019. Wow.
What did I say? How many years, Saint?
Hey, you know what? I looked it up.
And I was what? I was what?
And Google was right.
Fuck him, man. Fuck Saint.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But like I said, man.
We got 3-minute warning.
I don't know. I saw that. Do we want to take a quick intermission and come back and talk about it, or do we want to shut it down and prepare for next week?
Yeah, we've talked a good amount.
And we've talked almost 40 minutes about this topic here. It's a good topic. Definitely. I like this conversation.
It definitely is. And it's controversial. You know, no one person is going to have the same answer.
Mm-hmm. That's facts. But everybody, we appreciate y'all, all y'all sliding in. Like I said, please, if y'all have not, go and follow our IG. For the people who don't know what IG is, it's Instagram. It's right there. I'm going to say that every time because there might be some real old people in here. And
IG doesn't stand for instant gratification.
And then for all my people that got young Twitter out there, please go follow the Twitter.
See?
If you can, please share the YouTube page. If you're on Twitch, please share the Twitch stream. When it comes to the Twitch channel, Laker Nation 19, not only is you helping the podcast, you helping my streaming platform. That's why I stream video games. So if you can, hook a brother up with that like, that follow, that share. We're trying to grow. I hope y'all help us do it. We'll see y'all back next week, exact same time. Talking sports. We appreciate all y'all coming through and watching. Until next time.